Hey family, welcome back to the channel, On Point, where we cover all the stories that matters to us. We're your guaranteed urban vibes, chilled and smart takes, but of course, we always want you to join us and let's talk about it. I'm your man Von P. Let's get into it.
Hey family, welcome back to the channel. On this first episode, y'all, I want to take a few minutes to just clear the air on some things about why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I've chosen this time. At times, we struggle with knowing what our purpose is for being here. And typically when we find out what that purpose is, it's life-changing, it's liberating. Well, family, I have to admit, I've known what my purpose was for a long time. Just didn't know what to do or when to do. I like to feel like I'm led by the Spirit. So my lack of knowing when to do something has been stymied for a number of years. I'm getting ready to turn 60 now. But I've known what I was supposed to do for a long time, just didn't know when and how to do it. So that brings me to now, today. I didn't know what form this was going to be in. There were some things that led up to this that got me to this point. And so my question to my Creator was always, when? 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 I know what I'm supposed to do, but when? And what does it look like? Didn't really know what it looked like because he's only shown me glimpses. But now's the time. And walking in my purpose has been 100% liberating. So I want to thank you guys for the support that you've given me so far, and the people that's in my DMs asking me to continue and asking me for more content. I really do appreciate you. But moving forward, I really do want your support to be public. Smash and like the subscribe button and let everybody know that you're joining this family as well. Part of the content is going to come from you, right? Because you're driving this thing. I'm just going to try to navigate it and try to make sure that I'm giving the best content I can give. So with that being said, y'all, let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so the election's over, and we are now in the 6th month of year 2025. The promises that we were made was no new wars, lower gas prices, lower prices at the grocery store, and peace. What do we actually have? Higher gas prices, higher prices at the grocery store. Now we're in the middle of World War III. Okay, so family, we're going to break this down one by one. But first, we're going to talk about the war and the war cabinet. Tulsi Gabbard, she's sidelined. She's the director of national intelligence. Trump was on Fox Propaganda Network the other day saying that she didn't know what she was talking about. She was on there saying that Iran didn't have the capability of creating a nuclear bomb. Trump says she don't know what she's talking about, but she's the head of the National Intelligence Department. Pete Hegseth, he's also sidelined. Nobody's talking to him at the Pentagon, but he's the head. So what are we talking about? This is the time when we really need leadership, right? We have war facing us. Our economy is on the decline. And at home, man, you've got all kinds of social issues. You got Proud Boys running around. Well, hopefully at this point, now that we're in war and they're so patriotic, hopefully they'll go and you'll see them now at the local recruitment stations. That's not going to happen. Secondly, the gas prices. There's no reduction in gas prices. Matter of fact, right before the election, I was paying $2.30 for gas. I got gas the other day for $3.99. $3.99. Here in town, it was $3.29. I just paid that yesterday. Food prices, they're not lower. I paid $14 for coffee yesterday, $4.99 for eggs. And I was told by one of the officials that chicken was next. I was told by the end of next week that the chicken was going to be as expensive as the beef. Pork is still going to be inexpensive, but come on now. How many of us still eat swine like that? It's not part of our daily diet. Okay, and before I wrap this up, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about the attack on the black community, okay? We're talking about all of these job cuts and the reduction in all of these departments, but let's break this down by the numbers and let's see who's actually being affected by these cuts, right? Not only are your services being cut, but let's look at the types of services and in what categories we are suffering these losses. The Department of Education, it was a 50% reduction. Out of that 50% reduction, 54% of that was minorities. The civil rights enforcement was totally halted. The VA estimated at 80,000 jobs. 25% of those jobs were black. HUD, widespread layoffs. 56% of everyone laid off, minorities. CDC under HHS, they estimate that as 10,000 jobs plus. Over 10% of its total workforce fired. 52% is minority. So look at the kind of job losses we're suffering. And at the same time, he's rolling back social services as safety nets that we typically use as safety nets. Medicaid, Medicare, unemployment insurance, Social Security. These are all things that we pay into. Every paycheck, we pay into this. They call Social Security a Ponzi scheme. But let's look at it for really what it is. It's an attack on the black community. So we have to talk about these things. We have to.
Hey, family, until next time, thanks for checking in where everything is on point.